The Meghalaya Cabinet today approved the Meghalaya Minor Minerals Reclamation Fund Management Guidelines 2022 for utilization of the reclamation funds collected since 2014 to rectify the damages caused to forest and environment as a result of mining activities. The Cabinet also approved ex post facto approval of the amendment to the Gst Rules carried out in the years 2018 to 2021 and ex post facto approval of Cabinet on future amendments in the Gst Rules. The proposal for collaboration with the National Law School of India, University Bengaluru for the P.A. Sangma Fellowship for Legal and Policy Research and Training and extension of the terms of service of Colonel Gautam Rai and Colonel M. Sushafir Singh was also approved by the Cabinet.
Meghalaya Minor Minerals Reclamation Fund Management Guidelines 2022. So under the minor minerals, we had started a reclamation fund back in the year 2015, and this was based on an order from the High Court. Based on that, the funds have been collected, but the guidelines to actually use them had not been framed. They were in the process of being framed, and now that the framing has been done, this had come to the Cabinet for its approval, and we have approved it. After this is done, the utilization of the funds through a governing body and through an executive committee will be undertaken. So this reclamation fund will be implemented mainly to reclaim the areas where the minor minerals have been excavated, and it is in line with the major minerals reclamation fund, where everything from filling up the areas, mines where the mining took place, including plantation of trees, increasing of greenery, protection of the water bodies. So mostly environmental related subjects for the reclamation fund. It's a very broad areas are there. It'll be used for those purposes mainly. So there's no specific amount for a specific fund. It'll depend on the proposals that will come up. So for this, a number of departments have been identified through which the implementation will be done. For example, the soil conservation, the water resource, the mining geology, the forest department, then the PCCF, the pollution board. So different kind of bodies have been and departments have been identified through which these funds will be released, and this will be worked out at the executive committee level, which will be finally approved by the governing body, which is headed by the Minister in charge of Forest, and the Vice Chairperson is the Chief Secretary for that. Second, we have also given approval to the GST rules, which were also some of them were ex post facto from 2018, 19, 20 and 21. These are basically GST rules that are applicable with the amendments that come in. And so normally we amended the Act, but we also felt that the rules also should be placed in Cabinet. So hence we went through the entire exercise of placing all the rules also, which followed the amendment to the Act, also placed in the Cabinet for its approval. We've also started a fellowship program. This is the third one with National Law School of India. The purpose of this fellowship program is to have students and graduates and people who are following their graduation and post-graduation in National Law School India, Bangalore, to work with the Government of India. So there will be two fellowships. We are calling the fellowship the P.A. Sangma Fellowship for Legal and Policy Research Training Collaboration, and the National Law School will select these fellowships, and a small stipend will be given to these individuals to work with the government departments to ensure that the research, proper research and everything is done in this policy making. At the same time, our officials will also be sent to National Law School of India, Bangalore, to also get training in these aspects. So these were the, and of course we had also a fourth subject, which was the extension of the terms of service of Colonel Gautam Rai, who is the Director of Sainik Board. His term was extended by 3 years, and also the term of Colonel M. Sushafir Singh, the post of Zilla Sainik Welfare Officer Tura. Both these two posts were extended for another 3 years.